Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Tasleem. Goa Congress announced its manifesto for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections with a focus on safeguarding the state's unique identity and protecting its environment and wildlife. The manifesto's foremost commitment is to save Madai. The party also vows to prevent Goa from becoming a coal hub by scrapping 3 proposed linear projects and halting coal transportation. Congress pledges to address pressing issues such as unemployment, illegal mining, drug trade and lack of affordable healthcare facilities in rural areas.
So आमच्या मॅनिफेस्टोतलो पहिलो पॉइंट आसा तो प्रोटेक्टिंग एनवायरमेंट, फॉरेस्ट, वायल्डलायफ आणि गोयची आयडेंटिटी and safeguarding our lifeline mother river Madai. दुसरो सगळ्यात महत्वाचो जो आमचो 2022च्या असेंब्ली इलेक्शनांवर आशिल्लो scrapping of 3 linear projects and halting coal transportation and saving Goa from becoming a coal hub. आज मुर्मुगांव तालुक्याचे लोक आणि इतर वाठाराचे थंय जुंच्यान कोळसो वता हे लोक आज अक्षरशः थंय त्रासान पडिल्ले आसात. सो तांचे मुद्दे तांचे इश्यूज घेवन हो आमी पॉइंट घातिल्लो आसा. तिसरो पॉइंट इज क्रिएटिंग जॉब्स and employment opportunities, giving priorities to local youth in government as well as private sector. Chauth, ensure the immediate resumption of legal mining and provide relief to mining dependents from their decade-long suffering. And when Congress party speaks, we deliver.
North Goa's Congress candidate Ramakant Khalap has once again demanded the resignation of Power Minister Sudhin Dhawlikar. Khalap claims that Dhawlikar will lose his ministerial post in the upcoming cabinet expansion of the state government. Also, he dares Dhawlikar to prepare for a public discussion on the alleged scam in Mapsa Urban Bank.
Congress आयली मिनिस्टर, BJP आयली तो मिनिस्टर. आता कितें नवे जे काँग्रेसींतल्यान भितर गेले तांकां लागून ताका काडपाचो बी चल्ला काय कितें मिनिस्टर असो एक म्हाका दुबाव लागपाक लागला. आनी कितें उलोवंक तेजे बद्दल. काल ताका एकूच प्रश्न केलो हांवें. इलेक्ट्रिक्युशन जावन तुजे कितलेशे मनीस मेले लास्ट 5 वर्सांत 71 आतां एक्झॅक्ट फिगर हांवें काडला तितके जाता 30-35 गोरवां मेली. तांकां तुवें कॉम्पेन्सेशन तरी दिलें. तेंचे जे कोण डिपेंड आहात तांकां सोल्युशन दिलें तुवें. आनी 12,000 कोटी रुपया 12,000 crores तूंच सांगताय तुवें खर्च केले आनी खंय इलेक्ट्रिक्युशन इम्प्रूव केलें जाल्यार इलेक्ट्रिकल जावन भुरगे मरपाक कशें गोंयकार न्हू ते. ही आमी मॉरल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तुवें घेवंक जायना. तुजें नांव सुदीन पण तुवें कशें दीन दिले रे आमकां. बरे दीन दिले काय ना दिवं. वायट दीस दिले रे तुवें इतल्या लोकांक आपल्या गोंयकारांक. एक्सेप्ट दॅट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एंड रिजायन ही डिमांड हांव करता. आनी बाकी जर म्हजें तुजें कितें आहा कर इन्वेस्टिगेशन आनी यो पब्लीक हे व्यासपीठाचेर उलोवपाक कित्याक आव्हान तुवें म्हाजें स्विकारिना.
With regards to the heinous case of the Kolhapur couple selling their child for money, the Kolhapur police are still in search of the Goan couple who bought the child for rupees 1 lakh. The Goan couple were identified as Fatima Fernandez and Jerry Paul Norona. The Kolhapur police are investigating the case in depth and search is still on.
The Kolhapur police are still searching for the buyers of the 1-year-old daughter from a Kolhapur couple. Fatima Fernandez and Jerry Paul Noronha, who are residents of Goa, bought for 1 lakh rupees on 27th March 2024 from the child's mother Poonam, who sold her child amidst a family dispute. Authorities have applied to obtain call detail records related to the transaction between the woman selling the child and the duo, and further investigation is pending upon their analysis. Poonam's husband, Dilip Dhenge, reported the matter to the police, leading to the arrest of Poonam, her boyfriend Sachin Kondekar from Shahpur, and mediator Kiran Patil. Despite these arrests, the whereabouts of the sold girl and the couple from Goa remain unknown.
A searing heat wave gripped parts of India on April 21st, with maximum temperatures ranging from 40 degrees Celsius to 46 degrees Celsius in many regions. According to the Indian Meteorological Department, severe heat wave conditions prevailed in Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha and Gangetic West Bengal during the day. In Delhi, people were seen using umbrellas covering their heads and faces and consuming cold beverages to beat the heat as temperature rises across the nation. IMD stated that 4 to 8 heat wave days are expected in different parts of the country in April against the normal of 1 to 3 days. 10 to 20 days of heat wave are expected against the normal of 4 to 8 days in the entire April-June period. Perne police have cracked a murder case within hours of its registration. The case, which surfaced earlier on Saturday with a body being found in the river at Naibag, Perne, Goa, has culminated in the arrest of 2 suspects. The arrested individuals have been identified as Satish Kullu and Junel, both hail from Simdega, Jharkhand. It has also been come to light that both accused are brothers of the victim. However, the reason behind their heinous act has not been revealed.
On Saturday, Perne police successfully cracked the murder case of a Jharkhand labourer at Naibag. According to the Senior Deputy Police Officer (SDPO) of Perne, Jeevba Dalvi, the victim was identified as Abnijar, aged 47, hailing from Naibag, Perne, Goa, and originally from Simdega, Jharkhand. The grim discovery prompted Perne police to swiftly initiate a murder investigation, given the condition of the deceased. The arrested individuals have been identified as Satish Kullu, currently residing in Bhatpavani, Naibag, Perne, Goa, and Junel Kullu, whose current address is in Malewadi, Maharashtra. Both hail from Simdega, Jharkhand.
सर आज एक पेन्ने में एक इंसिडेंट हुआ है, डेड बॉडी मिली है सुबह। सर क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन है और कैसा क्या हुआ उसका कुछ डिटेल है सर?
अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन जारी है, जैसे कुछ भी अपडेट होगा आपको बताएंगे।
A lemon and spoon race was held at Baina Beach for the new voters of 25 Vasco Assembly constituencies on Sunday morning to create awareness of ethical voting amongst the 25 electors of the Vasco Assembly constituency. The friendly competition was organized by the Office of Assistant Returning Officer and Assistant Electoral Registration Officer for 25 Vasco Assembly constituencies and segment.
Today we had conducted one voter awareness activity as a part of sweep activities, that is systematic voter education and electoral participation. This activity we had conducted at Baina Beach for the voters of 25 Vasco Assembly constituency in order to create awareness about ethical voting. And we have made an appeal to all the electors of 25 Vasco Assembly constituency, also the electors of the entire state of Goa, to exercise their right to franchise and vote for the upcoming Lok Sabha election 2024, which is scheduled in the state of Goa on 7th May 2024. So today we had conducted one lemon and spoon race for the new voters of 25 Vasco Assembly constituency, and this program was organized by the Office of Assistant Returning Officer and AERO of 25 Vasco Assembly constituency, and we have felicitated and presented certificates to the top 3 winners who are the new voters of 25 Vasco Assembly constituency. And this program was organized with the able guidance of our Deputy Collector and SDO2 and ARO of 25 Vasco Assembly constituency, Madam Rushika Kotankar and myself.
Aam Aadmi Party leaders have expressed their anger over the Tihar Jail administration's refusal to give insulin to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who is in jail in connection with the liquor scam. Whereas, according to the information given to the media by the Tihar Jail Administration, Kejriwal's health is good and he is taking medicines regularly on the advice of the doctors.
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी पिछले 20 दिन से तिहाड़ जेल में हैं। उन्हें 30 साल से शुगर की बीमारी है, डायबिटीज है। उनका शुगर लेवल 300 के ऊपर पहुंचा हुआ है। आप दिल्ली और देश छोड़िए, आप दुनिया के किसी डॉक्टर से बात कर लीजिए, वो आपको बता देगा कि 300 के ऊपर का शुगर लेवल बिना इंसुलिन के कंट्रोल ही नहीं हो सकता है। लेकिन तिहाड़ प्रशासन ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के इशारे पर इंसुलिन देने से मना कर दिया है। कह रहे हैं कि हम इंसुलिन नहीं देंगे, उनकी इंसुलिन रोक दी है। ऐसी क्रूरता तो अंग्रेजों के जमाने में भी नहीं होती थी जो आज की जा रही है। हमारी मांग है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को उनकी दवाई दी जाए, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को इंसुलिन दिया जाए। ये सिर्फ अरविंद केजरीवाल जी नहीं, ये एक आम कैदी का भी अधिकार है कि अगर उसकी तबीयत खराब है तो डॉक्टर मिलना चाहिए, अगर उसकी तबीयत खराब है तो उसको दवाई मिलनी चाहिए। ये कैसी क्रूरता है भारतीय जनता पार्टी की कि आप एक डायबिटीज के मरीज को 300 के ऊपर शुगर लेवल पहुंचने पे उसकी इंसुलिन नहीं दे रहे हैं।
A bulldozer rally was held in Biltara on Sunday morning ahead of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's meeting in Bilaspur, who bulldozed houses of criminals as punishment in Uttar Pradesh. People gathered to watch this rally. Can such a rally of heavy vehicles be taken out? Will this not create a traffic problem? Many such questions were raised by the citizens at this time, but this bulldozer rally was carried out in defiance of all restrictions. Kurtori Gymkhana outplayed Naveli Sporting Club by 3-1 to move into the quarterfinals of the 15th Davoli Cup football tournament on Saturday. The thrilling match was organized by Sporting Club Davolim and was played at Davoli Panchayat ground.
In the thrilling match of the 15th Davolim Cup football tournament played on Saturday, both teams tried to take control of the game, but Navalim had the first opportunity to take the lead in the 16th minute of the game. Whereas, Kurtorim's Mario Mascarenhas hit the crossbar and went into the net to give the lead to Kurtorim before halftime. Kurtorim Gymkhana was leading by 1-0 at halftime. In the second half of the match, due to the Navalim goalkeeper's negligence, Kurtorim scored their second and third goal through Ansalim Fernandes in the 40th minute of play in injury time. Ansalim Fernandes was awarded man of the match and was presented by Marcel Miranda, Vice President of Davolim Sporting Club.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news and alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.